Think you know aviation's giants? Sure, you've heard of the Boeing 747 or the Airbus A380, but there was one plane, larger, more powerful, and deeply symbolic, that transcended engineering, a marvel not just of flight, but of human ambition and resilience. This is the story of the Antonov An-225 Mriya, the heaviest, largest cargo plane ever built, birth of a giant. The story of the Antonov An-225 Mriya takes us back to 1984, when the Soviet government set out on an ambitious mission to create an extraordinary airlifter that would replace the Myasishchev VMT and support their space program. The task was monumental. This new aircraft needed to carry up to 231.838 kilograms, internally or externally, and operate from runways at least 3.500 meters long. It was designed for a similar purpose as the U.S. shuttle carrier aircraft meant to transport the Energia rocket's boosters and Buran-class orbiters, and to top it off, the Soviet government wanted this marvel built quickly. The Antonov Design Bureau took on the challenge, creating a larger version of their already impressive Antonov An-124 Ruslan. They extended the An-124's fuselage by adding sections to the front and back and developed a new wing center to fit 6 powerful Progress D-18T turbofan engines, 2 more than the An-124. A unique dual-tail design was also necessary to handle the turbulence caused by the enormous loads on the upper fuselage. Even with its immense size, the An-225's design remained fairly traditional. The mastermind behind this project was Viktor Tolmachev, who had also been instrumental in the An-124's design. The An-225 made its first flight on December 21, 1988, marking a groundbreaking moment in aviation history, named Mriya, meaning dream in Ukrainian. It was born during the Cold War and was built to carry the Soviet Union's Buran-class orbiters, their response to the U.S. space shuttle. With an impressive wingspan of 88.4 meters, it towered over any other aircraft at the time, powered by 6 massive turbofan engines. The An-225 could haul up to 250 tons, leaving every other plane in the dust. However, after its maiden flight, the An-225's original mission didn't last long. Its first flight in 1988 showcased its incredible capabilities, but its original mission was short-lived. By 1991, the Soviet Union had collapsed and the Buran space program was cancelled. With no orbiters to carry, the An-225 was retired, its glory seemingly over before it truly began. A second life. The first pilot to command this engineering masterpiece was Oleksandr Halunenko, who remained at the helm until 2004, carving his name into aviation history, with the Buran program terminated and the aircraft left without a clear mission. Its engines were removed to support other Antonov aircraft, and it was placed in long-term storage in 1994. But the world had not forgotten the Mriya. By the late 1990s, a demand emerged for an aircraft capable of transporting loads even larger than the Antonov An-124 Ruslan and Antonov Airlines, a heavy airlift shipping corporation founded in 1989 and based in Kyiv, Ukraine, recognized the An-225's potential to meet this need. In the late 1990s, the decision was made to bring the giant back to life. The An-225 underwent extensive modifications, including being re-engined and modernized for heavy cargo transport. By 2001, it had received its type certificate from the Interstate Aviation Committee Aviation Register, and in early 2002, it embarked on its first commercial mission, departing from Stuttgart, Germany. On January 3, 2002, the Mriya flew to Thumrait, Oman, carrying an astonishing 216,000 prepared meals for American troops stationed in the region. These meals, packed on 375 pallets, weighed a staggering 187.5 tons, showcasing the aircraft's unparalleled capacity. Over the years, the An-225 became an invaluable asset for transporting oversized and ultra-heavy freight. It carried items thought impossible to move by air: 130-ton generators, wind turbine blades, and even diesel locomotives. Its sheer size and capability made it indispensable for humanitarian missions as well, delivering emergency supplies during natural disasters and crises worldwide. Governments, relief organizations, and even militaries relied on the Maria's unique abilities. Notably, the Canadian and US governments contracted it to transport military supplies to the Middle East in support of coalition forces. In 2009, the An-225 received its iconic blue and yellow paint scheme, reflecting the colors of the Ukrainian flag. This branding, combined with its growing fame, led to the aircraft being affectionately dubbed Ukraine's winged ambassador to the world by the media. Aviation enthusiasts across the globe followed its flights with fervent enthusiasm, and crowds often gathered at airports to witness its majestic landings and takeoffs. Its first commercial mission in 2002 made headlines worldwide. Departing from Stuttgart, Germany, it delivered 216,000 ready-to-eat meals to Thumrait, Oman. For U.S. military personnel stationed in the Middle East, the cargo weighed an astounding 187.5 tons, proving the An-225 was ready to redefine heavy cargo transport. Over the years, it carried countless extraordinary payloads, 130-ton generators, wind turbine blades, even diesel locomotives. Records tumbled wherever the An-225 flew over the years. It achieved feats that seemed impossible, cementing its legacy as the greatest cargo aircraft in history. Among its many achievements, one stands out. On the 11th of August, 2009, the Maria carried the heaviest single cargo item ever transported by air. This colossal load, a generator for a gas power plant in Armenia, measured 16.23 meters in length and 4.27 meters in width, weighing an extraordinary 189.980 kilograms. This was no ordinary day for the An-225, but such feats were becoming routine for this aviation titan. In another mission, it transported a commercial payload of 247,000 kilograms, setting yet another benchmark for cargo flights. The Maria's prowess wasn't limited to its weightlifting abilities. On 11 September 2001, long before the aircraft would become a symbol of international cargo capability, it set another incredible record, carrying 5 main battle tanks with a combined load of 253.82 tons. The An-225 soared to an altitude of 10.750 meters, while maintaining a speed of 763.2 kilometers per hour over a 1,000-kilometer closed circuit. Its abilities amazed even those who had grown accustomed to its unmatched potential. Innovation also became a hallmark of the An-225. On 11 June 2010, it carried the world's longest piece of air cargo, a pair of wind turbine blades measuring 42.1 meters each, from Tianjin, China, to Skridstrup, Denmark. These missions highlighted its role in shaping industries that depended on transporting oversized components to far-flung locations. Yet, its achievements weren't just technical. On 27 September 2012, the Maria played host to the highest altitude art exhibition ever conducted, as part of the Aviation aerospace show at Antonov Airport. The aircraft flew at an altitude of 10,150 meters, carrying 500 artworks by 120 Ukrainian artists in collaboration with Kyiv's Globus Gallery. The moment symbolized the fusion of engineering and culture, offering a glimpse into how the An-225 transcended its utilitarian role to become a beacon of human creativity. The pandemic hero. Beyond its records, the Maria became a global symbol of hope. During the COVID-19 pandemic in 2020, it was instrumental in delivering critical medical supplies from China to nations worldwide. People would gather at airports to catch a glimpse of it, often referring to it as Ukraine's winged ambassador, with its iconic blue and yellow paint scheme matching the Ukrainian flag. It was not just a plane, it was a point of pride. But this pride would meet an untimely and heartbreaking end. A dream cut short. In February 2022, as Russia launched its invasion of Ukraine, Hostomel Airport, where the Maria was stationed, became a battlefield. The An-225 had just returned from a mission delivering 90 tons of COVID-19 test kits to Denmark. while it was scheduled for evacuation. The attack on the airport began before the plane could take off. At first, hope remained that the aircraft had survived. Photos showed its tail protruding from its hangar, suggesting it might still be intact. But as the days passed, grim evidence emerged. By 3rd March, videos showed the Mriya burning inside its hangar, alongside Russian military vehicles. Clear footage on Russian state television revealed the catastrophic extent of the damage. The forward fuselage was completely destroyed, and the right wing was shattered, held up only by its engines resting on the ground. The destruction sparked outrage and sorrow. The Mriya wasn't just a plane, it was a symbol of Ukraine's innovation and resilience. As news spread, fingers were pointed. Major Dmytro Antonov, the Mriya's longtime pilot, accused Antonov Airlines of negligence. He alleged that NATO had advised moving the aircraft to safety in Leipzig, Germany, before the invasion, but no action was taken. Antonov's staff denied the claims. But the controversy underscored the sense of loss surrounding the aircraft's demise. Rebuilding the dream, rebuilding the Mriya, became a rallying cry. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky announced plans in May 2022 to complete the second unfinished An-225 airframe as a tribute to Ukrainian pilots who died in the war. Antonov engineers began salvaging parts from the wreckage to aid in construction. By November 2022, Antonov confirmed plans to rebuild, estimating costs at $500 million. Though funding sources remained unclear, the challenges are immense. Many of the components used in the original An-225 are no longer produced, and assembling a new Mriya requires unprecedented engineering efforts. Yet the determination remains unshaken. Former pilot Andriy Sovenko noted that while restoring the original aircraft was impossible, building a new Mriya using salvaged parts and the unfinished airframe could bring the dream back to life. Meanwhile, accountability for the destruction unfolded in courtrooms. In March 2023, 2 Antonov officials were detained for allegedly preventing the Ukrainian National Guard from setting up defenses at Hostomel Airport. In April 2023, former Antonov head Serhiy Byshkov was charged with negligence for failing to order the Mriya's evacuation. The Ukraine Security Service stated that the aircraft was in proper condition to fly but was left behind, leading to its destruction. For many, the Mriya is not just a plane, but a dream of what humanity can achieve when innovation and courage take flight. Its story inspires us to believe in the impossible. The legacy. Today, the An-225's legacy continues to inspire. It holds 240 world records, a testament to its unparalleled achievements. While its remains lie at Hostomel, its story is far from over. Rebuilding the Mriya is about more than constructing a plane. It's about preserving a symbol of human ingenuity and Ukrainian resilience. If this story moved you, let's keep the dream alive together. Like, share, and comment below. Would you want to see the Mriya fly again? What does it symbolize to you? Subscribe for more incredible stories like this, because the legacy of aviation's greatest marvel deserves to be remembered and shared. The dream may have been grounded, but it's far from over.